Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. If you don't know who I am, I'm from North Carolina. I've been in restaurants for 26 years. I was able to quit my job May 7th of 2015. I had only been in online business for 6 months. All I do now is online business. I had a restaurant on I-40, for a long time. And since May 7th, y'all, I've been able to just stay home, be a full-time dad to my little boy, who's 9 years old, and who's 9 years old now, and it has been a pure blessing. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. I had somebody come into my business, one of my newer businesses, and he came from MyCashFreebies. He came from freebie sites and LFK products, things of that nature. Might be Zaz freebies, whatever it is, And even if it's not LFK that you're watching, if it's something else to do with freebies itself, I think you get the gist of it. That's what I'm trying to say. Something to think about. When I first came into online business, and this is something some people may like to hear me say and may not like to hear me say. I'm going to talk a little bit about both. But when I first came into online business, y'all, I was fascinated with freebies. It had everything to do with why I wanted to do online business. It made good sense to me. I thought it was very smart, the way that the major corporations were paying out people, by doing a percentage and stuff like that. I believed in it, y'all. I went hardcore, as hard as I could go in it. We had a leaderboard in the business I was in. I wound up going #1 on the leaderboard. I stayed there for round up to I left to the last day I was in that business. This is 230 members. I was actually getting over 325 members within 30 days that was coming in. I wound up getting 1,300 signups, just referrals to come into MyCashFreebies under this one. I wound up having a bunch of different ones, so obviously I had different ones at different times. Zaz Freebies was another one that had a decent amount starting to come in too. But with that being said, y'all, I was averaging a 1 out of every 8 ratio. If you can see right here, my very first week, it was taking off pretty well. So I averaged about 1 out of every 8 sales that were coming through. Now, I loved as much as I did, y'all. Shortly after, when you're #1 on the leaderboards and you're working your tail off, I think the most money I ever made at that alone was about $4,000. And I was working my tail off, you know what I'm saying? So I needed to find something that was going to do a little more than that for me. Now, to go up a little bit more in the future now, closer to where we're at now, I've had a couple of people that asked me, what if I could go back and tell my old self when I first started something to help me out, what would I say? And I hope this is where you're at right now. Think bigger. You got to think bigger, y'all. As much as I love MyCashFreebies, and I know Rocky, and I know Miss Cindy, and I know the women that work there. There's some great, it's an absolute great place, to do. And it's a great way of bringing in leads and making a new list. If that's what you wanted, and you had a residual or some kind of, big business in the back end, you just wanted to bring leads in, y'all, I'm telling you, MyCashFreebies or, some kind of freebies, it's a great way to do that. But when it's all said and done, y'all, there is a huge difference between that and making $40,000 in 30 days, especially when you understand the fact that I was actually to a point where I was working the same amount of effort, if not less, and making $40,000. Now, here's something else too. Since I've been free from a job, I barely have any bills. I don't have to pay for babysitters no more. Again, I'm a single dad. So also, I don't have to waste gas going places and things of that nature. Since starting to make real good income, I've even got less bills than before. I paid off my second mortgage on my house, paid off my little boy's medical bills, started working on the house. I got projects done and stuff like that. And I've got a lot of pictures. I'm going to show you a bunch of different things. But y'all, if I would have stayed right here and played around, and even though it was pretty to be #1 on the leaderboard, right? It's nice to be #1. If I can get that to pull up, I guess I'm not going to be able to. Oh, there it is. There. Okay. I didn't mean to make it that big. But, #1 looked really pretty on the leaderboards, right? And things of that nature. It was not going to pay the bills and get me to the next level where I wanted to go. Now, I'm pretty sure when y'all come into online business, you know how big the internet is, and there's unlimited the possibilities, right? So understand that you wanted to do something. But the #1 thing most people do when they get in freebies is usually they're new to online business. I've learned that. #2 thing is they want something free or very, very cheap, something real small to get started with. But what you're doing is you're blocking yourself to only a small portion of how much you're going to be able to make. You know what I'm saying? And the amount of effort that it takes, y'all, all you really got to do is sell the big picture. Once you find a business you believe in, and you wind up putting, educate yourself into it, put the work in, understand one thing: if you're not getting seen, you're not going to grow. If you understand that part and apply action, then, this effort I was putting the number one on the leaderboard, what would I rather have? Make $4,000 a month, be a number one on the leaderboard, or start making, income that's really going to change my life? This one right here, y'all, I think you can see it. It's $12,852 in 30 days. This was back in July, or June, actually. $3,497 in the last 10 days. This was not even including my backbone business, which is Power Lead Systems, which is what I use to make my own landing pages, sales pages, and things of that nature. Now, I choose to brand myself because people connect with you, and that's how people join you in any business. That people join people. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're taking a person out, you're really going to struggle and have a hard time. And some people, y'all, will never get that. Some of y'all are going to not want to get out your comfort zone. You want to hide behind some kind of funnel of some business and let the autoresponder email go out, and that's it. The ones who want to make it are the ones who get out the comfort zone and live in that. Get in that position to where you're used to it, understand that people are joining you. It's really what they're looking for. If you're doing videos and stuff, man, great, because there's no better way of doing that. I got a little bit of a dry throat, sore throat, so I apologize. A little boy Spider-Man cup. It works. Okay, so if I had to go back and tell myself anything to do different, it would be think bigger. Because when you go into a business, this business right here, it's $1,000 per person that comes into the business, right? You get 100% commissions that go immediately to you. When I say immediately, I mean immediately directly to you. You can pick however you want to get paid. Using the residual income, y'all, like Power Lead Systems, start showing you some pictures here. Let me see here. This is going to be, well, again, you're looking over here. I might have made $100 at a day, in a day's time at most. This was just pulling straight to my bank. This is back in July, before I even started the newest business where I really started making a lot of money. I was averaging over $300 a day, every day, nonstop. Now, this was like for 15 days right here, but it was nonstop. I'd average $300 to $350 a day to the bank. I would never have gotten that sitting here. It's just not going to happen. Okay, I don't care how you do it, especially when you understand that I never even paid for advertising. All I'm using is Facebook and YouTube, putting the work in, let people connect with me, and using my phone. You know what I'm saying? Now, I taught myself how to get 60 to over 100 leads a day, and all I was using my phone. I got training on that as well. So if you need anything like that, click the link down below. But that's what was doing, working for me. And that's what I taught myself back when I was in that business, Automated Wealth Network. We had MyCashFreebies up front, and then Power Lead Systems. So thank God I came into that. Let me show you a couple of pictures here, y'all. This is a new sports car I paid cash for. It's a Jaguar XK8. Paid cash for it last month. This is my driveway. I've always wanted a really nice, there's a lot to this driveway. It goes to the sides, goes to the walkways, everything. It was a $3,100 driveway I had done to my house, for my yard. And I always wanted to have something like that for my old two-story house. It just looked really natural for it, to be there. Let me see here. I'll show you some different pictures. Here's my old two-story house before I put in the driveway right here. So here's the license plate on my new car, to be free. Something I thought would be really cool, considered I'm free from a job. My little boy loves my car probably more than I do. This is me making $30,000 in 12 days, and the newest business I'm in, which is called Exitus Elite. And yes, I'm still doing that business. You cannot turn down $1,000 repeatedly. Y'all, let me go ahead and tell you something. One sale alone the other day takes care of all my little boy's Christmas, every bit of it, all of it. Takes care of me and him going to Myrtle Beach for Christmas, as far as the holiday, as being part of Christmas, and then probably still have some money left over. That's just one sale. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's absolutely ridiculous. Out of this, some people will probably say, "Oh, it was all your list." No. Out of my first $40,000 I made the first month, $9,000 came from my downline, list. Basically, I hit. The rest of them came from YouTube, and it didn't cost me a dime. So that's just how I get out to the people. And that's something else, y'all. If you're looking at really getting to that next level, then I can help you. And this is where I showed you 12,000 earlier. This is me getting paid over 600 times in a month. That was from my previous business. I wound up getting paid over 1,000 times in that month. That's where I was making 12,000 a month. Now, I'm going to show you something that I think a lot of y'all might find pretty interesting. Okay. This is Power Lead Systems, right? While I'm getting out to the people, I'm making my own pages. This is what they look like. It's just me sitting down there explaining the business, whatever business I want to do. It's my own landing page, sales page I created. I created my own landing pages as well. And I show ways for people to connect with me. And I explain the business in my own words. And I do show proof of income, things of that nature. As simple as something like that is, you'll be amazed at how far it'll take you to the next level. There's my little boy, it's in the picture, and the cat. It was the first day of summer vacation. And people want to connect with you. That's what they want. So just finding something you believe in, using a business or some kind of software that's going to let you do that. And that's what Power Lead Systems has done for me. And this is me showing Power Lead Systems here. Y'all, this picture that I just showed a second ago, if I can find it yet. Okay, this right here, y'all, is just one. I've been paid nonstop every week for the last year and a half since I've been in Power Lead Systems. I average somewhere between 900 to 1,100 a week in just that alone. I barely have any bills at all. I can live comfortably off of that, even if I was changing from one primary business to another. And listen, y'all, even if I didn't get paid anything for Paylocious, for Power Lead Systems, which goes through Paylocious to get paid, y'all, there's no better way than to brand yourself in any business. I wouldn't have been making $40,000 a month or $12,000, $13,000 a month, whatever the businesses I was in, if I didn't have this. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all you really got to do is go find a business you believe in, succeed in it, use your own tools, and other people are going to ask, how are you doing it? Y'all, listen, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, the answer is Power Lead Systems. And they're going to do it. They're going to do the business. That is, to me, is just be sincere and tell people that's what's going to happen. Now, this was a month ago, a little month ago. Last picture I've had. I don't go taking pictures of my bank account a whole lot, but that's me and my bank account. This is $53,409 in the bank. That's after I paid cash for a Jaguar. Did my big driveway that I wanted to have done. Put 4 brand new tires on my Camaro, which I think I have a picture down here also. Here's my little Camaro right here. Little sports car I fixed up. Put 4 brand new tires on my truck. Put in a new DVD player in the Camaro right here. Bought this brand new laptop I'm using. Bought my little boy the identical laptop so he quit trying to play Minecraft while I'm trying to do some work. And things of that nature, y'all. And listen, after 26 years of being in the restaurant business, the most money I ever had in the bank, the most I ever had was $15,000. And how much did I just show you just a second ago? $53,000. I keep $50,000 to $60,000 in the bank all the time while I am doing projects on my house, doing different things I want to get done. This is what it's supposed to have been like. And y'all, I'm not going to lie, it wouldn't have happened using MyCashFreebies. I love it. I give them a lot of credit, and I think it's a great way of maybe building a list if you're going, try to focus that with another business or something. But y'all, I can tell you, you're not going to make $40,000 a month using this. And I don't care how much paid advertising you're throwing at it, it's not going to work. So some of y'all, if you want to mature and go beyond this, as much as I love it, I'm giving a lot of respect, because without it, I would not have been in the position and to grow to where I'm at now. And I'm sure I'll continue to grow as well in the future. But y'all, I'm telling you, if this is where you're at right now, click the link down below. You need to look at Power Lead Systems. That's right here. And you need to look at maybe doing even if you don't do my primary business, which is Exitus Elite, that's fine. If you like to watch this, I explain everything myself, exactly how everything works, how you get paid. And if you need Power Lead Systems, y'all, just click the link right here, and it takes you here. And watch the whole video. I explain everything as far as Power Lead Systems as well. Here's a really good share code. These are things that you can use to come into the business. These are the things that's going to elevate you to the next level. And this residual income alone is absolutely incredible. Okay, so click the link down below, y'all. I'd be tickled to help you out. Again, my phone number's down there. This is all I do for a living. If you need anything, just let me know. Appreciate it.